Could it be possible that the problem, your problem, is your perception? So I'm gonna give you some examples of perceptions that I've seen over the years in the various fields I've been in, the various careers I've been in, from knocking doors to selling software to failing a startup to starting an SEO agency to starting this lead generation company to $1 million to starting this program and beyond. Number one, I remember when I was knocking doors, almost without fail, every time we would get a brand new rookie, which is a first year rep, first time knocking doors, without fail, within the first couple of weeks, I would hear the following.
Yo, my hood sucks.
You're like, what does that mean? Our neighborhoods that we used to knock, we used to call our hood. And I would hear this, dude, my hood sucks. AKA, Mr. Manager Nick, you gave me some shitty neighborhood and that's the reason I'm not selling. Okay, I would hear this every time. And by the way, I'm sure Kyle said this. I'm sure my brother Zach went and knocked doors with me. I'm sure he said this. I know I said it. And I would hear this, I would hear this, I hear this. And to prove the fucking point, I would go and I would say, okay, here's what we're gonna do, motherfucker. I'm gonna give you a new area. You tell me where you wanna go. I'm gonna give it to you. But on one condition, I'm gonna go knock your neighborhood, okay? I get your neighborhood. I'm taking that shitty neighborhood that you don't like. Cool? Cool. And without fail, and you know I had a chip on my shoulder, so I might have been trying a little bit harder than I normally would have, but I would go in and I would sling 2, 3, 4 deals behind that rep to prove a point. Same neighborhood, same people, same broke ass stories, same shitty credits, all the same stuff. I harvested deals, they complained. And ironically, the new neighborhood magically didn't spit out deals and they came home with a bagel and I came home with the bag. That's one example. Another example, this is kind of changing gears a little bit. I remember before I went and lived in Africa, when I found out I was going to be living in Africa for 2 years, I had about 4 months to prepare. They're like, hey, you're going to Africa. Here's the shit you need to buy. Get all your stuff together. Because I was doing a missionary trip and you don't get to decide. They just tell you. So I started like, everyone like, hey, where you going? I'm like, I'm going to Africa. They're like, oh, cool. What part? And by the way, half the people thought it was a country, not a continent, which is hilarious. I started preparing. I started telling people about it. And you would be amazed at how many people would go, oh man, good luck, bro. This is the kind of stuff I was hearing, guys.
Dude, I've heard that. That's some scary shit, man. Did you know there was a civil war?
Oh man, did you know that's just like straight slums and there's just like the shittiest like corruption and violence, like be safe. That's all I heard. I go over and I find out that although some of those things were true, it was so much more than that, right? Like there was amazing people. There was thriving business. There was a lot of rich people. There still are a lot of wealthy people living in this third world country. There were some of the nicest people I've ever met. And it's one of the most beautiful countries I've ever been to. So again, they were telling me something. They thought they were right. They had an opinion. I had a perception. And both of us technically were right. That's the beauty of it. Now, related to this business, I want to give you a couple of perceptions that people I'm hearing. Sometimes you don't even have to say it, but I can hear it because it's in the things that you're asking, the questions you're asking. It's in the energy that you have. It's in the things that you're not asking. And I know what's going on, but here's some of the things that I'm hearing. And it's not by a lot of people, but it's something to be aware of. And tell me if these sound familiar. December, it's tough, man. December sucks for closing deals. December is the worst month of the year. Sound familiar? Here's another one I'm starting to hear.
Oh, I'm not getting a ton of business owners that are buying. It seems like everyone's worried about the recession.
Another one. A lot of this is coming from YouTube comments. It's coming from Facebook comments in the free group. Here's another one. Yeah, this is a cool business model, but dude, it's oversaturated, man. Like everyone, like so many people are doing it and concrete saturated and tree service is saturated and this whole model saturated. I'm hearing these things. Here's another one. This is one of my favorites. I'm hearing this a lot from people that have never been in here, or the sad part is I've heard it from a few people and it's not that they're actually saying it. It's in the things that they are asking. It's in the tone that they're asking and the energy they're asking and etc. But I'm hearing, yeah, ads just don't work, man. Ads just don't work. They're just a waste of money. So I'm hearing December sucks, the worst month ever. I'm hearing that it's a recession, so nobody's buying. I'm hearing rank and rent is saturated. I'm hearing ads don't work. Yet last year, when we launched this program, we had some people that had some of the biggest months of their entire career in December. We had students pulling deals left and right during the worst time of year, during the time that this business doesn't work, right? It's December, it sucks. It's a recession, no one's buying, yet I'm doing deals, Kyle's doing deals, Porter's doing deals, Jeff's doing deals, Jerry's doing deals, Eugene's doing deals. I thought it was a recession. And we go to the next one. Rank and rent is saturated. Okay, bro. Rank and rent is saturated. Why is it that every single person that I just mentioned just got a deal in rank and rent is making money? And a lot of those people, if not all of them, got their deals in the same niches that we've been talking about again and again and again. Okay. And lastly, this is a pathetic one, but people that say ads don't work